The Jubilee of Missions and Migrants, celebrated last Sunday, was one of the highlights of the Holy Year 2025. The event drew thousands of faithful, missionaries, migrants, and pilgrims from over 100 countries around the world. The liturgy beautifully united two distinct yet deeply connected dimensions: missionary outreach and the welcoming of migrants, emphasizing the universal nature of the Church through the proclamation of the gospel and its embodiment in acts of charity.
This is a wonderful opportunity to rekindle in ourselves the awareness of our missionary vocation, which arises from the desire to bring the joy and consolation of the gospel to everyone, especially those who are experiencing difficult and painful situations. In particular, I think of our migrant brothers and sisters who have had to depart their homelands, often leaving their loved ones behind, enduring nights of fear and loneliness, experiencing discrimination and violence firsthand.
Vivendo sulla propria pelle la discriminazione e la violenza.
Since the very beginning of his pontificate, Pope Leo has been a steadfast voice for the marginalized, the poor, and migrants, consistently emphasizing the call to follow Christ's example in our daily lives.
You know, Pope Leo is maybe the best thing that could happen to the church, and to the world at this moment. If you remember his very first intervention after being elected Pope, he said we should turn back to Christ and put Jesus Christ at the center. If we put Jesus Christ at the center, it means returning to the original plan of God, which is the image and likeness of God.
During the beautiful celebration in St. Peter's Square, the Pope invited all of us to carry on Christ's mission in the often neglected peripheries of the world, places scarred by war, injustice, and suffering. Following the Mass, a vibrant Feast of the Peoples took place in the gardens of Castel Sant'Angelo, an afternoon filled with testimonies and performances by migrants, missionaries, and over 20 ethnic groups from around the world, all celebrating the theme, Migrants and Missionaries of Hope Among the Peoples.
It's beautiful because we are expressing ourselves in all the languages and cultures of the world, in full respect for diversity, recognizing its richness, not with fear of the other, but with openness. My brother expresses himself, sings, and prays in a different way. I can learn from him, and he can learn from me.
The colorful and joyful Feast of the Peoples was a celebration rooted in the desire to seek forgiveness together and to meet others not through barriers, but through friendship. Many migrants, grateful to have begun a new life in Rome, were present, joyful yet inevitably reminiscing about what they had left behind in their distant homelands.
Like everyone else, we obviously hope that they are doing well, and in the meantime, that we can somehow help contribute to that well-being. We remain confident that Bolivia still has so much to offer, so much beauty and goodness. Leaving the country is really the very last resort, because that land is ours, it's our hearts, it's our essence. I believe that who we are is also thanks to where we were born.
Among the thousands gathered in Rome to celebrate the Jubilee of Missions and Migrants during the Feast of the Peoples, missionaries were present to share their experiences and offer insights into the reality of their local churches.
There is a large local church in Vietnam because there are vocations among young people and also parish life. Christians are very active in missionary life and also in the life of faith. There are many missionaries from outside the country. Now, there are also local missionaries because the sisters, priests, and religious men and women are doing the mission. but there are also others from outside, from other countries, who come to us for the mission.
Da noi per la missione,
This spirit of fraternal exchange, as Pope Leo affirmed during the Jubilee liturgy, has the power to renew the Church and sustain a Christianity that is more open, more alive, and more dynamic.